Welcome to Sanctuary Alliance Team Battle, taking on Scarlet Imperium. Starting off, Bloodedge, who's using Great Nature. Little odd because he's usually a Aqua Force main, but the two decks actually aren't all that different. He's going to be taking on Rkos. I'm sure there's a way to pronounce that, but I do not know what it is. I'm just going to say Rkos. And Rkos is using Narukami Eradicators. And he's going with the sweep command version. Sweep command version very strong in Legion in Stride format because you can actually use that to get this ability off after a Stride triple check. Of course, now two are out of deck, two are out of play because one is in damage and one is Vanguard, so might be difficult for him to get that. Edge was able to block one but took a critical trigger. Better 2 damage than 3. Ryzen calls Researcher Fox and drives into, I forgot what that was. Tester Fox. Yeah, it was Tester Fox. That's interesting. Eradicator, Sparkhorn, Dragon. If its attack hits, one unit can be retired. It hits, one unit's about to be retired. You can counterblast an Eradicator and retire opponent's choice. Then First Thunder can go into the soul, check the top 10 for a sweep command. And if it so happens to appear, he can ride it. No access to limit break though. So he can attack again and get into the twin drive, but it's 2 to pass even if Bloodedge doesn't add any guard. So he decides to make it never pass. So let's see. Rides in the big belly. Discards a big belly so he can stride with big belly. Now on stride, it can give 4,000 power to a rear guard, and if a unit in that column hits, if the power was 20,000 or more, so in, for example, giving it to Koala, because it's automatically going to be more than 20,000. If the Vanguard were to hit, he'd get a draw. Unfortunately, because of the retirement, he wasn't able to do more. He didn't even use the counterblast. That's surprising. You could have gotten a draw from that Koala skill and this skill as well, giving 8k to this, and then he gets 2 draws out of it. One from this, one from Koala. It would have been a really good way to get his hand back, but he just didn't give up the counterblast. Koala and Wisdom Teller. So this just gains 8k. So Wisdom Teller just makes it draw because it attacked. Koala has a draw on retire. Big Belly could have gotten him another draw because the Vanguard hit. He might have had a thought or a belief that if he did that, then his opponent would have more reason to guard. Perfect guards the Vanguard and a critical appears. A heal also happens. Rkos is seeing a lot of triggers, but it does mean that later in the game he's not going to be getting that many because he's running out and he does not Legion. Please counterblast. He actually could have used another Wisdom Teller. Big Belly actually doesn't retire units at the end of the turn for its skill. Set square penguin. Is that supposed to be a math pun? It is. Because those are protractors. Not protractors, but you know what I mean. Penguin and duck are both on hamster. Koala. Probably also on hamster. One of your rear guards till the end of turn. It gets 4,000 and draw a card and attack the unit. Its Generation Break 2 is basically Leopold. When it attacks, just give 4k to a unit. That unit retires at the end of the turn. It's a little unfortunate, it doesn't do more. Did he draw from when the Vanguard hit? Because Belly does that. So now that RKO's is at the amount of damage he's at, that's weird. That's weird. Well, no triggers appeared in that twin check, so these are easy guards, and it's within Edge's best interest to guard all of it. And there's Omniscience Dragon, Magma, Managamur, Managamur, Managarmur, Managarmur. Yeah, that thing's name is weird. So now giving 4K to these front row units, and now they have the skill. When they attack, they can only be guarded with grade 0. Because they're both going to be hitting for more than 20,000. So no perfect guards for anything but the Vanguard column. And speaking of perfect guards, he actually doesn't have that many left. He rode one, and there are 2 in the drop. His perfect guards are gone already. So this could be the end. Depending on how many heals are out of deck. How many heals are out of deck? I see 1 there. I only see 1, but I have a feeling that more are out of deck than that. 21, 31. Yeah, he has to drop his grade 0s to block the Vanguard, which means that he's going to have a really hard time blocking the rears. That's a 2 pass. I don't think Edge has gotten a lot of triggers so far, so he could afford to all Vanguard this. He didn't get it. But he forces his opponent to drop a ton of hand. A metric ton of hand. And the damage difference right now, it's kind of amazing considering how this fight started. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 triggers out of deck at least. Apologies for the lack of commentary just now, but people in the house. It happens. Another mana appears. And all Edge has to do is do the skill once, and he does, oh, and there's a Crayon Tiger. That makes it even better for him, because now he gets an extra attack. I don't think one heal is gonna cover it. Spark Rain, Spark Horn, Voltage. Yep, he's no guarding. No triggers, and he 6 heals. What? Koala, give 4K to Crayon Tiger. Please give it to Crayon Tiger. Just so you're hitting for better columns. And he couldn't heal again. He would have had to heal again. And the next card was a heal. That would have kind of been bullcrap. But it was a good game. Nice come from behind. Edge was behind, but he played the long game and made it out. Good games. On to the next one.